All right, Capricorns, welcome in. Welcome into your April reading. Right before I turned on the camera, something wanted me to include North Node also in this reading. So if you're a Capricorn, well, there we go, power. If you're a Capricorn North Node, so these readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But for you, Capricorn, I'm going to include the North Node here very purposefully. I was definitely led to say that to you. So here we are. So let's see where we go for April. In the extended, I'll talk more about the astrology of April. We do have a Mercury retrograde happening in April. We also have a massively important conjunction with Jupiter and Uranus. All right, so let's see where we go here. Okay, underneath is fire. Wow, fire. Here's your card, time. That's Saturn energy, your ruler, and soulmate. Wow. Okay, so I am seeing, I can't unsee this, so I'm going to take this, the Divine Feminine card underneath. There's, I might be talking to a Divine Feminine Capricorn who might be, I don't want to trigger you on this one, but like running out of time to connect with a fire sign soulmate. If you are a masculine Capricorn, I do feel like this, something, I'm just getting time is on your side. I hear the Rolling Stones, time is on your side. So, not that Capricorn connecting with Capricorn is about feminine coming to the masculine. You know, feminine, divine feminine, you could have a masculine of any sign. What I'm saying though is the feminine is needing to be active. The feminine who's Capricorn, especially North Node, is needing to be active, and the masculine is needing to be receiving. Okay? Needing to be receiving. I'm also feeling that the masculine is needing to do more work on their on this balance of masculine and feminine. So for some of you Capricorn masculines, it may not be about being like, oh, super passive, divine feminine energy. Okay, I'm not going to do a damn thing. What it really might be is about cultivating your inner love for yourself, for other people, for humanity, for whatever. Okay. And I do feel like there's a fire sign soulmate who's teaching that to you, masculine Capricorn. Now that could be somebody who's not in your life or who's sporadically in your life. Doesn't have to be a love partner or anything like that. But this person could even be triggering you to show you what your true path is. And there's something to do with time. So we'll clarify that. All right, I reached for this, so let's use this. My deck. All right, so let's use the Soulful Revolution Tarot deck. Underneath is this strength card that came from another deck, but I'm going to take that because it does feel like you're letting go, or your job is to release, which is a very feminine aspect of your energy, whether you're presenting as a man or a woman. This is not really about gender. This is about internal energetic expression. And I feel like I'm talking to someone who needs to know that they are, what's most important right now is getting free of a net. I could be talking to someone who knows Annette as a name. Annette could be a grandmother, could be a cousin, I don't know, friend. But some of you are needing to free yourself from a net. A physical net, like a fishing net, like something you've been trapped in for a while. Some of you need to have the courage to do that. And I feel like there's a fire sign soulmate who's teaching you about that. Okay, so Page of Swords underneath, the Three of Cups, the Chariot, the King of Wands, there's a fire sign, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. I'm seeing this Eight of Swords, and that's where we'll stop. Okay, so the message is coming through for Capricorn. This is the subconscious messages part of the reading. The cards that are underneath are subconscious. And it's sort of like this fire sign could be a friend or a coworker, a colleague. Like I said, a soulmate, but not in terms of being a love person. If this is a love person for you, a Leo especially, because I'm seeing a lot of Leo here. It's like their turn to drive. Okay, you may have driven all this time. You need to let this person into the driver's seat. Not necessarily that they're coming toward you, but they need to, their job now is to step into leadership in their life. And I feel like this is something that some of you will be like, woo, that's awesome, because I've been the one who's doing everything all this time. But others of you will be like, no, 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 I drive. My car, I drive. No. Literally the Chariot here. Like, my car, I drive. This person is somebody who likely is a friend or a colleague. Like I said, don't count it out. If this is resonating for you and this soulmate is a love interest or something like that, even a divine feminine, don't count that out. But this person, either, whether they're your divine feminine or not, they are a divine feminine, okay? Wow. 10 of Swords, 2 of Cups. There's definitely a triangle here I'm also getting. Yeah, 5 of Wands. There's definitely a triangle. And if you'll just cast your eyes on that fire, there's definitely a triangle here. You can almost say that about the 2 intertwined hearts. Looks like 2 triangles to me. Could be 2 triangles. Oh, that's interesting. Could be 2 triangles. There's a message trying to come through to you. Likely from a third party, if you are married or you're in a connection. I feel like the message is coming through that it's time for them to drive. It's time for them to take the wheel. It's time for them to move on. Knight of Cups. Yeah, 5 of Cups. 4 of Swords. So if you've had someone leave your life recently, right now what's being asked of you is it's time to heal that connection. I just feel that they felt very betrayed. Okay, they might have felt very betrayed by something that happened between you, some kind of conflict. 5 of Wands. Even if like to your faces you were fine, right? There was some kind of conflict that happened. And I feel like in the past, this person has made amends, even if it's not like their fault, but they're not doing that now. 5 of Cups is like, you know what? I need to heal from this, but I don't need to continue this cycle. Okay, there's King of Pentacles. There you are. 10 of Cups. I love this. Woo! 3 of Swords. What are you talking about? Okay, Tower, Hermit, Hierophant, and the Knight of Wands. So I am almost feeling like someone here was super confident in their connection, that it would never go away, that it was always going to be there. And I feel like the other person was like, or, you know, turn this around however it works for you, whatever resonates for you. Somebody here is sick of being the one who always makes up, who always says, I'm sorry, who always is the one who, you know, extends the olive branch. I feel like someone is sick of it. Okay. And you may be the one who's sick of it. Frankly, you may be the one who's sick of it. So I think there is a sense of a sudden, with the Tower here, a very sudden end to a connection that you have thought was fine. You have thought was totally fine, or you thought was, if not fine, at least harmonious, because to our each other's faces, we were fine. But the other person, somebody here, was whacked with something big, like bottoming out in their life or something happening where I guess I just feel like this person, whoever it is, if it's you or the other person, doesn't feel supported. Okay, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever way it is. And Capricorn, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who has other fish to fry, has other directions to go in. There could be a masculine If this is a divine feminine, there could be another masculine for them. And I am feeling like you'll be sorry to see them go, but this person is helping you to grow. This person is helping you to step into your power. You, as this King of Pentacles, I feel like you're kind of ignoring this. Like, it's not that it's not a thing, but you're like, I'm the King of Pentacles. So what? So what? This person doesn't like how I'm choosing to live my life. So what? This person goes and connects with another person. So what? There is a thing that's coming because it's a tower. A tower only happens when we're saying, so what? Okay. And we could be saying, so what? Because of what we've built already, or what we, how stable we think we are. I feel like you might be, I see Virgo and Taurus here too. And so this might be an earth sign reading in general, where the way to deal with this is not to just be like, oh, well, I'm fine. So what if, I mean, I'm not saying you're saying this, but like, maybe you're dealing with a person who's saying this, that like, well, I'm fine. So like, I don't really care how you feel. Like, there can be a little bit of callousness here, especially if it's a friendship or it's a colleague or something like that. This person, it's sort of like there's going to be layoffs or something like that. And this person knows they're not getting laid off. So they're like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? And other people are really being impacted, but they're just like, oh, sorry, but I don't know. I've got a nail appointment. Like, there's a little level of callousness like that. So the Knight of Wands here is telling me that the ending of this connection, or the ending of this experience, may impact you more than you might be willing to admit right now. Even if you don't have a lot of love between you, this isn't a love relationship or anything like that, the impact is going to be felt. And I feel like the reason is because there needs to be some spiritual growth happening here. And if y'all are hanging on to something very traditional, then I do feel like this does come out of the blue. And let's see what this is. Talk to me about this tower, please. Because I don't like the Ten of Swords up there either. So we'll clarify that. But I feel like you're super resilient. I feel like this is going to benefit you greatly. This is going to be such a positive thing when you look at it from a bigger picture. Like, this person needs to be out of your life. Okay? So clarify the tower for me. What is this tower? Four of Pentacles, the Sun, the Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles. I just feel like this could be a person who's deciding to hold back from you, to not give you adoration or love, right? The Knight of Cups, like, I'm not going to make any more offers. I'm not going to do that. And, they're moving on. I feel like this person might be a Leo. I'm seeing the Sun and the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands and the Strength card. A lot of Leo here. This person could also be very public. Okay, a lot of people could know them, or they could be kind of a public person. They could be a friend or some kind of colleague or something like that. And they're off to learn new things. They're like, okay, well, if you don't want to come, that's fine. I'm going to move on. Why is this Ten of Swords here? I almost feel like you might have stepped over this guy's body to get to this love. Yeesh. Okay, I just feel like okay. What is this Ten of Swords? Ten of Pentacles. Death. Justice. Wow. And the Queen of Pentacles. King and Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like if you're in this is like another story. If you're in like a love relationship, the Ten of Pentacles and the Death card and Justice. some of you might be witnessing the end of a relationship around you, like maybe not yours specifically, especially if you're King and Queen of Pentacles, if you're married, and everything like that. There, it is possible that there could be third parties here, but I'm also feeling like you guys have stepped over other people's pain. You may feel like, turn this around, if this resonates with you, you may feel like other people stepped over their pain to get to you, or something like that. It's definitely the end of some kind of family. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know how the workplace, we're like, hey, we're like family, right? I just get the feeling that there's some self-interest here. I apologize, Capricorn. I know this is not the sunny reading that you hoped it would be, but I'm getting here that there's some kind of ending to a long-standing connection of like friends, co-workers, an ending to that. And like you two may go it on your own. You're like, okay, we're done with this connection. I'm done giving them all of me, right? I'm feeling depleted. The Ten of Swords, I'm feeling depleted. I'm done with all of this. It's time for me to move on and just focus on my person. It's possible that there are two triangles here. I get the Three of Swords, I'm getting the Three of Cups, and I said this about triangles, and I'm feeling like there's two triangles here. So you could be in a love relationship. Let's just see how this might work. And there's a third party out there that's a friend. A third party could be your work situation where you have like a work wife or work husband, or you have work is more important. Like something else is taking up so much of your bandwidth. It's time to focus on the two of you. And I feel like that other party is going away. Okay, I feel like that other party is going away because there is some growth needed here, and them going away may be the catalyst for growth. You may feel fine about it at first and then not feel so fine about it. All right, talk to me about this soulmate card up here. This I'll read that to you in the extended too. Four of Wands, Temperance, Queen of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Again, a fire sign. There's Temperance, Sagittarius. So this person may be somebody who's younger, somebody who's lighthearted. This doesn't feel super lighthearted to me. This feels almost very like there's a little bit of game of cutthroat going on here. Like, I got mine, or there's something that's being worked on by spirit. Like, that can't be. So if you're married to someone who's like that, like, I got mine, don't care about other people, I feel like that's being challenged by spirit to see how you're all interconnected. Again, this is Capricorn. So Pluto just left your sign of Capricorn back in January of this year. It's going to go back into Capricorn. It's retrograding. It's going to go back into Capricorn later this year. And so there's going to be a reprise of this story where there are third parties to you, maybe to you as a couple. There are third parties who you may have just cast off, like, you're not important, I don't care, go away. And there's going to be some kind of reprise to it. Pluto is going to head back into Capricorn September through November 20th, November 19th, something like that. And so into your sign of Capricorn. So we may have some kind of, and Pluto is about death. So some kind of death may have already occurred with you in a relationship, with you in an external relationship. Maybe your primary partner, there's already been a death. There's going to be some kind of reprise where we go back over this territory again. Okay, we go back over this territory again. Seven of Wands, the Moon, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So I read something about, like, I feel like you're cutting off a lot of relationships here. And I read something the other day. You know, we have, like I said, Pluto is making a massive re, return to where it was, a Pluto return to where it was when the United States was born. So we are having a Pluto return in the US. And I read something the other day about, if you want to make the best of this Pluto return in the United States, don't stock up on food, stock up on friends. Because it's going to be communities that are going to help each other. And that may be the growth here. If you want to, if this ends up happening, right, like you're casting off a lot of people, or just the time in your life where you're changing what you're doing and you're noticing that there's a lot of people leaving your life, it may behoove you in the next few months to, instead of becoming smaller and smaller, to connect with new groups of people, even if it's not going back to the old groups of people. Like maybe you retire, right? That's perfectly reasonable. You're going to retire, okay, but like you may want to find new communities. I feel like that's what's going to be the most helpful. So find your tribe. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with this reading, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. I will look at more about the astrology in the extended of April. So we'll stick with April. We won't go all the way to November. All right, link is below, Capricorn. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.